Hello subscribers, it's Remag UK here. How are you doing? It's New Year and things like that. Woot, woot, woot. Happy days, happy days. Hopefully the next year will be cool. I'd like to thank all of you for subscribing. You're all great. We're over 470 now. Bloody hell, it's going quick. I love it. Good job, keep it up, share it, do what you like. Let's grow, let's grow. It's a community. Awesome. So for this video, I'm going to be doing some tips. Because I've always wanted to sort of give back to you guys in a way, pass on my experiences. Hopefully some of them are good for you. Maybe you don't do all of it, but it'll be useful. So let's get cracking, shall we? So everyone loves a good tip. I mean, who doesn't like a good tip? Let's be honest. I mean, it's good. It teaches you, it gives you ideas. Maybe you can adapt them. You know how to follow them exactly. But let's go. Let's do this shizzle. First tip for you guys from me, Remag UK. It's pretty easy, this one. It's just get the right squad. You know, perks. There's squad perks. Use them. If you don't use them, use them. I see a lot of people that don't use them. It's just mental. It's craziness. I mean, I'm sat there like, what the fuck is going on? I don't bother telling them because, you know, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. That's the purpose of this. So use your squad perks. Don't stack them. Don't have 4 the fucking same. If you're playing with friends, make sure they're all different. If you're playing with people you don't know, type to them. Squad chat. What is it? K or something. Bellend. Use this. I'm using that. Use this. Okay? Why have you 3 got the same perk, you idiots? Fucking do something about it, bastards. Just type it in. There you go. Job's done. Okay, now you've got a good game. That is the pinnacle of a good game. My second tip for you guys is to choose the right site. Okay, use a site and stick with it. Don't be. I mean, I pick up some guns sometimes when I'm out of ammo, and it's got a bloody 4 times scope on an assault rifle. It's like, you know, fair dues if you stick with it. I mean, that's a weird choice if you ask me. My choice would be the RDS reflex site. Okay, so the red dot site basically. The reason I prefer that one is because it gives you a visual stimulus. 1 dot for tracking, okay? 1 dot. Cobra's alright, but it gives 3 dots, and it's kind of, I mean, it's good if you want to hit someone in the face from miles away, but it's more difficult to control recoil with it, I think. Not much, but a bit. The red dot sight is just great. You know, you can easily track people. You know exactly what the recoil's doing. You can counter it instantly, and it's just a good sight. Go for that. If you're unsure, go for the red dot sight. It works for me. I've got 24% accuracy overall. Pretty much every gun I use is over 23%. So why not? If it works for me, it can work for you. My third tip for you guys is very important, is recoil control. Okay, so every gun's got a different recoil. I mean, they've nerfed the M16A3 somewhat, but you can still use it. You'll get used to it. Everyone gets used to anything. Even if the gun bloody shot up 50 fucking miles, people would get used to it. They just set their sensitivity to 3000 and job's done. They can control it, okay? Now, with recoil control for me, I use the tips of my fingers to pull down on the mouse slightly. So my left, right trigger button fingers, just you know, claw the mouse a little bit, pull down, aim for the head, pull down. It doesn't hurt to overcompensate. You know, you can overcompensate, so you can start at the head and just pull down more than you need to, because you're guaranteeing that bullet spread will stay within them. Okay, and if you get it good, you can just spray a clip and hit their head every time if you get used to it. I mean, it's great. It's a great feeling once you've got that, and once you have got that, there's no stopping you, because you're just going to kill everyone, and people will be like, oh my god, he's hacking. He's got an old recoil hack, which I get quite a lot. And it's like, what are you talking about? It's easy to control. Just do it. Obviously, each weapon is different, so if you're struggling, just stick to the same weapon. Get used to it, learn it, and then you can go to the next one. Don't be pissing around going, oh, I use the G3A3, I'll use that, because you'll never get used to it, and you'll just be shit forever. So let's get it right. Let's do it. My fourth tip for you fellas out there is defibs. So if you are playing Assault, I'm sure many of you do because it's a superior class, make sure you use the defibs properly. So when you're going to res someone, you get the defibs out, you res, you instantly switch back to your primary weapon. So you shouldn't be hearing the noise. So when you go or whatever, that noise, you don't want to hear that. That was a fucking awful impersonation of the noise, but there we go. Just you don't want to hear that noise because it's a shit noise. You don't want to hear the noise. You want to switch back. You want to res someone, switch back, shoot them in the face. Job done. My next tip for you fellas is, what is it? Fuck. Is don't spend a lot of time looking down the sights. So I see countless people, they just kind of stand there like lemmings walking off a cliff basically. They stand there just like looking at you as you come right. You're strafe around the corner and you'll just see them standing there, so you just strafe back in and then you strafe out again. They're still fucking standing there and it's like, what the hell are you doing? You need to move, mate. You need to just move. He's just sitting there looking down his bloody 15 times scope on an assault rifle, and it's not good. So what you want to do, you want to be moving around, moving, and you don't want to be looking down the sights at all. What you want to do is you want to run around without looking down the sights, obviously, and you only want to be looking down the sights when you've got someone lined up. So you want to use the increased sensitivity of hip fire to spin around to your target. Then you press the right mouse button, hold it down, or press it if you've got the toggle thing. I don't like the toggle thing, I prefer pressing it down, and you just shoot them in the face. It's that simple. That simple. Just do it. Now my next tip for you guys is accepting revives. So for me, I instantly press space. As soon as I hear that noise, I've done it shit again, never mind. I just press space, whack it. Don't press it before because you'll spawn, because it's a spawn button as well. Just press it as soon as you hear that noise. You'll instantly stand up before you can even see your screen, and then you're free to go. Like, if you've got a Magnum pistol, maybe you could stay down and take a few shots and hope for a headshot, but chances are you're going to die because you're on 20% health if you don't stand up. One bullet, you're dead, and when you're dead, you don't get revived because you're dead. You're bloody dead, mate. Bloody dead. All right. If you press the space bar, you're up 100% health. You act as a decoy. So the guy that revived you can finish off the people while the person that's shooting you is going, fuck, that guy just stood up, I'll shoot at him. But, he'll be dead. And if you die, you'll get res. So there's no harm. Just press space and get up. Do it. Because if you don't do that, I don't like people that stay down. Because you res them. If they stand up, I sometimes use reses as a decoy, so I'll jump around a corner, res someone, get cover, shoot the person that's shooting the other guy, and then res them again. And then it's job done. If they stay on the ground and fucking die, I can't fucking res them again, so it's just ridiculous. So just behave. My next tip for you guys is user interface awareness. So what do I mean by that? It's pretty fucking straightforward, isn't it? You just look at the minimap. Okay, so you've got some red dots, or was it orange? I can't remember. Red dots, and you can see your teammates on it. And it's just great. Like any person that shoots, they're going to show up on that minimap. So you want to make sure you're zoomed in on the minimap. So you press N till you've got a good spatial awareness, a good spatial distance. You don't want to be zoomed all the way out so you can't see what the fuck's going on. It looks like you're on bloody island somewhere. You want to be zoomed in so you can see buildings on the map and see areas. Gives you good awareness. You know where you are. You know where they are. And that's it. You do that. Also, you want to be checking your ammo as well. So you've got your ammo. What do you want to do with that ammo? Keep it full. You want to keep your magazine full. Because if it's not full and you fight more people than you're expecting in the next battle, then you're buggered, aren't you? You're going to run out of ammo. You have to switch to your fucking secondary and it'll be shite. And you'll try and shoot them and it will be shit because they won't do any fucking damage. And it's a disaster. So just make sure to keep your ammo full. This brings me on to my next tip for you guys, which is regular reloading. You never want to be caught with half a clip and running around and bumping into two people. You might be able to kill one person with half a clip, but not two, unless you're bloody, I don't know, bionic man with some sort of bionic arm of non-missability. You want to be keeping your ammo full, and when you do that, you want to be getting into good positions as well. So when you're while reloading, you'll kill someone, kill two people, kill three people. You'll need to reload. So what do? You don't stand in the open like an idiot. You take a bit of cover, put your back to something, crouch somewhere, reload, and you're good to go again. So make sure you do that. It's a good tip. My next tip for you guys is positioning. So what do I mean by positioning? Well, firstly, it's the most important blinking thing in any FPS game, is positioning. Every good player is good at positioning, and it's something you can't just learn. You have to just get used to it and adapt, because you'll learn from trial and error that, oh look, standing in the middle of this field with a million snipers on that building over there is a bad idea. You want to get in the bunker, get in the the trench, or anything, get in a building. And it's the same for every scenario. You'll learn where to go. So you want to be taking cover, you want to be using your control, you want to be crouching. Okay, the control button, that is, crouching. And crouching is very good as well. You want to crouch, pop up, crouch, shoot, crouch, crouch everywhere, As long as you don't walk around crouched like some people do in, I don't know, what game is it? There's some game where no one knows what they're doing. Yeah, so just positioning, guys. It's important. The next tip for you guys is movement. You want to be moving constantly. So I did a video a while back, and you'll be able to see it in probably this gameplay I'm showing you in the background now. Any gameplay I've done is, even when looking down the sight, I'm strafing, and I'm shooting while strafing, I'm bursting while strafing, because it doesn't affect your accuracy. I've not noticed any accuracy effect while moving when looking down the sight. And you never want to be stopped anyway. You want to, even when hip firing, you want to come out from around the corners. You'll see someone. Don't decide to shoot them straight away, okay? If you come out from behind the corner and you see someone in the distance, don't shoot them straight away if they're looking at you. You go back behind the wall. You then know where they are, and then they're thinking, oh, he's gone. And then you pop out again and shoot them in the freaking face, okay? And they're dead. If you just run out and go, oh, I see a guy there, I think I'll start firing, they'll be equally alerted of that situation. You want to just peek, go back in, then peek, shoot them in the face, okay? It's simple. Now my next tip for you guys is jumping. So it's a bit of a weird, it's pretty much a bug, I would imagine, with the mechanics of the game, but jumping speeds you up. So if you jump every 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds, whatever, it doesn't really matter. You're not trying to race, it's not a fucking 100-meter sprint, but it does help. So another way you can use this is to jump. When there's someone down, when a teammate down, and you're an assault guy, you jump onto them. You jump and then res. Jump, res. First, it makes you a difficult target. Also, you get that speed boost getting to the object, okay? So you do that, you get the speed boost, you res, you can jump away again like some sort of bunny. They'll never hit you if you do that. It's brilliant. Another thing with jumping, you don't want to be jumping when you're near objects. Even if it's a pebble. If you're near a rock pile, don't bother, because you'll start hurtling around. Bugs, bollocks, glitch all over the place, hurdle, and you won't be able to hit shit, and they'll just shoot you in the face. So you want to pick your jumps carefully. You normally want to jump when there's no combat. When there is combat, try and avoid jumping at all costs, unless it's a last resort of escaping. Then you can try it, but it's definitely good for rezzing. Another crucial tip and ability is prioritizing targets. Okay, so I'll give you an example of this. It's hard to just do it. It's something you get used to, again, similar to positioning and things like that. But let's give you an example, okay? So you're on a corner, okay, and an enemy runs past into your field of your line of sight, okay? So you can see them running, and then you're thinking, oh, I'm about to shoot him, but then you see another teammate run past, okay, just following the other guy. So who do you shoot? Do you shoot the first guy or do you shoot the second guy? I'll tell you. You shoot the second guy. The reason you shoot the second guy is because if you shoot the first guy, he will see the tracer of the bullets, okay? And he will know exactly, with a visual stimulus, he will know where you are, okay? If you shoot the guy behind the first guy, all he has to go on is sound, okay? Because you're shooting the guy behind, the guy in front won't see any tracer, he'll only have sound. So that will buy you an extra half second, maybe a second of sort of reflex time. And that will give you enough time to kill the first guy and then move on to the other guy. Okay, so that's called prioritizing. It works in different ways. If someone's looking the wrong way, it depends on weapons. If you see someone that's spraying and he's reloading, fuck him, leave him, shoot the other people and then shoot him. You get used to it. It all comes quickly eventually, and it's bloody awesome when you can do it. my final tip for you guys is Q, that good old Q button. Unless you've changed the bindings, the Q button will spot enemies. Okay, this is really useful. I can't fault it. It's the best thing since sliced bread in Battlefield 3. The reason being is it will show them on the minimap so your teammates can see them. But that isn't the main reason. The main reason is that it gives you that little marker over their head. Okay, the benefit of that marker is that you can see them. Okay, sometimes there's situations where you lose track of people, or they're so far away that you can't really see them properly. So get in the habit of pressing that Q button whenever you start shooting at someone. Just press it. Like you turn to them, you know, in hip fire mode. You spin around, Q, and then right click and zoom in, or do it at the same time. It doesn't really matter. But you want to highlight them, because not only do you get an extra 10 points for that, which is minimal, but you do. It's good, I suppose. But it also highlights them. It makes them easy to track. It's really easy to track someone with a big bloody triangle, big orange triangle above their head. How can you go wrong? So do that. That's the final tip for you guys. Okay, so stick to it, and I'm sure you'll improve. So that's the end of the tips that I can think of at the moment. I'm sure some of these will be useful to pretty much everyone. Even I'm learning things as days go on. So I cannot believe there's someone out there that doesn't learn something from this video. Everyone learns everything. I hope you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you have. Share it. It's just if you've got a friend that's, you know, he's probably not as good as you want him to be, just go, oh, look at this awesome video. Just send it to him. And then, you know, hopefully he won't watch to the very end when I'm saying this, because then he'll know that you think he's shit. But, you know, he'll learn something from it. Either way, I'm sure you'll stay friends. Share it. Share the video. So that is the end. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching, and tally ho.